Once upon a time, in a village surrounded by lush green forests, there lived a man whose name was known far and wide. This man was a scholar, full of wisdom and knowledge, and his heart shone with light that guided people. His name was Imam al-Rabbani. He was not only known for his teachings, but also for the extraordinary events that surrounded him. This is a story about the miracles of Imam al-Rabbani. One day, a curious young man named Ali, feeling a deep emptiness inside, joined a group of people traveling to see Imam al-Rabbani. Everyone in the village was talking about the great Imam, but Ali couldn't help but wonder, is he really as great as they say, or is it just a story? So, one morning, when the villagers set out to meet the Imam, Ali decided to go ahead of them, eager to see the man for himself. He walked for days, traveling through forests and over hills until he finally reached a secluded spot deep in the woods where the Imam's monastery stood. As he arrived, Ali saw Imam al-Rabbani surrounded by a glowing light. The sight was so magnificent that Ali stood there, amazed and speechless. But then Imam al-Rabbani turned and said, "Welcome, my son. All that you seek is here. But first, prepare your heart, because we are about to go on a spiritual journey." From that moment, Ali understood that the Imam was not just a man, but a being of great inner light. Imam al-Rabbani led Ali deep into the forest. "Come," he said, "let us walk and overcome the obstacles in our path together." After walking for a while, they came across a massive rock blocking their way. It was so large that there was no way around it. Ali, puzzled, asked, "How will we get past this rock?" Imam al-Rabbani smiled calmly and raised his hands in prayer. At that moment, light began to shine from the rock, and the stone moved aside on its own, clearing the path. Imam turned to Ali and said, "When your heart is at peace, no obstacle is too great. Do not fear. There is always a way." Ali realized that true miracles were not about overcoming physical barriers, but about finding peace within. Another day, a woman came to the Imam, distressed about her son's illness. Her son was very sick, and nothing the villagers tried seemed to help. The whole village was waiting for a miracle, but nothing was working. Imam al-Rabbani looked into her eyes and said, "My child, the prayer of a mother is the most powerful prayer in the world. Go, and when you are with your son, give him your love and give charity to purify your heart." The woman followed his advice, took her son, and gave charity outside the village. Weeks later, the boy miraculously recovered. Ali, witnessing this, realized that Imam al-Rabbani's greatest miracle was his ability to guide people to heal their hearts, because true miracles begin within. One day, a great festival was held in the village, but as the celebration was underway, enemies approached, and the villagers grew terrified. The people ran to the town square in a panic, not knowing what to do. But Imam al-Rabbani, calm as ever, walked with Ali and a few others up to a hill outside the village. The villagers, watching anxiously, saw the Imam look up at the sky and say, "Do not fear, we can change the course of time." With that, he raised his hands in prayer. Suddenly, the sun began to set, and the sky grew dark, like night had come. But then, in a flash, it was morning again. The enemies, confused by the strange turn of events, retreated. Ali stood there in disbelief, realizing that Imam al-Rabbani's power went beyond the world around him. He could even change time itself. One day, a valuable book that was very important to the villagers disappeared. This book contained knowledge that helped guide the villagers in their daily lives. Everyone searched desperately for it. Imam al-Rabbani, however, said calmly, "The book may be lost, but true knowledge lies in the heart. You will see now." With a prayer, Imam raised his hands, and before Ali's eyes, another book appeared in its place. This new book was even more powerful. It was not just knowledge, but a guide for humanity. Ali realized that real wisdom and knowledge didn't live in books, but in the heart of a person. As time passed, Ali grew deeper in his understanding of Imam al-Rabbani's teachings. He started to see life differently. Instead of focusing only on the outer world, he began looking inward, finding peace within himself. Years later, when Ali returned to his village, he was a changed man. His eyes held a new depth, and he became a teacher, sharing the lessons of Imam al-Rabbani. The villagers, too, began to follow Imam al-Rabbani's teachings. They learned to overcome every obstacle and solve every problem with peace in their hearts.